If there is one face on British television that feels like a warm hug on a rainy day, it is Ruth Langsford. She has been our morning coffee companion, our lunchtime confidant on Loose Women, and the sensible, smiling half of one of TV's most famous power couples. We think we know her. We see the polished presenter, the quick-witted journalist, and the fashion designer with the can-do attitude. But today, the curtain has been pulled back, and what has been revealed is a portrait of a woman walking through a fire we didn't fully see. Reports surfacing this week have shed light on a deeply private, heartbreaking battle Ruth is fighting behind the scenes, a struggle that makes her recent smile on camera even more heroic. Combined with her shockingly raw admissions about her life post-split from Eamon Holmes, this update might just change the way you look at her forever. Grab a tissue because this is the real, unfiltered Ruth. The long goodbye, a daughter's heartbreak. The headline news today isn't just about romance or celebrity gossip. It's about the universal, gut-wrenching pain of watching a parent fade away. In a tear-jerking update that has left fans rallying around her, Ruth has opened up about the bittersweet reality of this coming Christmas. While the rest of us are stressing over turkey timings and gift wrapping, Ruth is facing a much heavier emotional load, the deteriorating health of her beloved mum Joan. At 94, Joan is battling Alzheimer's disease, a cruel thief that Ruth knows all too well, having lost her father, Dennis, to complications from dementia back in 2012. Ruth recently confessed that she is valuing every bit of time she has left with her mother. It is a phrase we hear often, but when you strip away the celebrity gloss, you see a terrified daughter trying to memorize her mother's face. She admitted that while her mum is safe in a wonderful care home near Ruth's Surrey home, the emotional toll is heavy. I speak a lot about my lovely mum and the battle she is facing, so every year with her is a privilege, Ruth shared in a recent interview. I don't know how many more Christmases she might have. Imagine the strength it takes to say those words. Ruth is currently managing everything for Joan, from medical appointments to shopping, effectively becoming the parent to her own parent. It is a role millions of us relate to, known as the sandwich generation, but Ruth is doing it while navigating her own massive life trauma. She also touched on the ghosts of Christmases past. The festive season is already a minefield of memories for Ruth, who tragically lost her sister Julia in 2019. Now, facing the twilight of her mother's life, Ruth is fighting to keep the magic alive, not just for her mom, but for her son Jack. I saw darkness, the divorce confession that shocked us all. If the situation with her mother wasn't enough, Ruth has dropped a bombshell about her mental state following her high-profile split from Eamon Holmes. When the news broke in May 2024 that the golden couple of daytime TV were ending their 14-year marriage and 27-year relationship, we were all stunned. But Ruth, ever the professional, kept her chin up. She showed up to work, she smiled. She sold her jumpers on QVC. But now, over a year later, she is finally letting us in on the devastation she felt when the camera stopped rolling. In a move that is remarkably brave, Ruth admitted that she initially saw darkness and felt genuine fear about her future. Before, I saw darkness and was thinking, oh my God, what's going to happen, she revealed. This isn't the conscious uncoupling PR spin we usually get from celebrities. This is a 65-year-old woman admitting she was terrified. She confessed to feeling that panic of, do you crumble? Do you lay down and die? It is a shocking admission because Ruth has always been the strong one. To hear her use words like darkness and fear humanizes her in a way we haven't seen before. It reminds us that no amount of money or fame shields you from the utter devastation of a life partner walking away, especially when, as reports suggest, Eamon moved on so publicly with a younger partner. But here is the part that will make you cheer. She didn't crumble. Ruth revealed she sought therapy to help her navigate the trauma of the split. She turned to professional help to process the end of nearly 3 decades of her life. I will survive, she quoted, channeling her inner Gloria Gaynor. And looking at her now, she's doing more than surviving, she's starting to thrive. The fake new man and Ruth's dignified clapback. Amidst the tears, there has also been a bizarre twist that Ruth handled with her trademark humor. Recently, the internet went wild with rumors that Ruth had reunited with a childhood sweetheart in Belfast. A photo circulated on Facebook showing Ruth looking loved up with a mystery man. Friends were calling her, fans were celebrating. It seemed like the fairy tale ending she deserved. The truth? It was fake. Ruth had to address the rumors on Loose Women, explaining that the image was AI-generated and the story was complete fiction. Apparently I have a new man, which I didn't, she laughed, shutting down the gossip mill with total grace. While it was a funny moment on the show, it also highlights the intense scrutiny she is under. Everyone wants her to be happy. Everyone wants her to have the revenge romance. But Ruth is proving that she doesn't need a man on her arm to be whole. She is currently single, not actively looking, but, crucially, she said she is open to it. Never say never, she teased. That attitude, that is pure class. Why this update matters to you? Why does this hit us so hard? Why are we so invested in Ruth Langsford's private struggles? Because she is us. She is every woman who has had to wipe away tears in the car before walking into the office. She is every daughter holding a trembling hand in a care home, praying the person they love recognizes them today. She is every person who has had their heart shattered in midlife and had to rebuild their identity from scratch when they thought they were settled. Ruth isn't painting a picture of a perfect life. She is showing us the messy, painful, beautiful reality of survival. She is acknowledging that Christmas can be lonely, that divorce is terrifying, and that watching a parent age is the hardest thing we will ever do. The light at the end of the tunnel. Despite the heartbreaking nature of her mother's illness and the shocking depth of her post-divorce grief, the update ends on a note of incredible hope. Ruth describes herself now as the happiest she has been in a long time. The fear has lifted. The darkness has receded. She is embracing her independence, spending quality time with her son Jack, who is now 23, and keeping family traditions alive because she wants to, not because she has to. She even hinted she'd be open to a return to This Morning, but only if she could host with her TV son, Rylan Clark. Can we please start a petition to make this happen? Ruth Langsford is standing tall. She is battered, yes. She is carrying a heavy load with her mother's health, absolutely. But she is unbroken. And in a world of plastic celebrity perfection, her raw, honest scars make her more beautiful than ever. We are rooting for you, Ruth, this Christmas and always.